Greetings guys, Big and That Bree checking out. We're back in with another YouTube video. So what we're doing here is we're going to do a full-on gummy bear set with a little bit of nail art, with a little bit of ombre. So let's get right into it. So what you see me doing here is I am kind of struggling a little bit with this bead because I kind of waited for this bead to dry, but I wasn't intentionally waiting on it to dry like this. It was real dry, like I don't even know what I was doing, but it's okay because I am not going to do anything but go back and file it down. And as you're going to see here, I'm just going to place another bead. And once I start layering it, you're going to start seeing like this little harsh line right there. So basically, when it comes to that harsh line, that means that it was not flushed all the way down properly, which means I just have to put another layer bead up there, but try to make sure it's not too thick. Just try to your best to remove the harsh line and to make sure that the acrylic will be even. Now I am going in with the Mia's Secret Nude, and when I realized at this point it was like super hot in my house, so it does depend on the temperature of your house, will determine like not really so much of the structure, but it would determine on the consistency of the beads. So when it's really hot in your house, I would suggest try to work in smaller beads than bigger beads because it would just dry like super fast. So the best thing to do when you're doing acrylic is to try to have your house cool, like as cool as possible, because therefore it does give you time to work with the acrylic. So all I'm doing now is I'm encapsulating it with clear acrylic, and y'all already know I use my go-to Mia's Secret clear acrylic. I probably would never change the clear acrylic because Mia's Secret, her clear is just perfect to me. I really like the consistency. It doesn't dry too fast, it doesn't dry too slow, it just dries perfectly. Moving on to the next nail. I actually really like this pink. It's actually really cute. So I was thinking about doing like a full solid pink set for my YouTube video. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm not really much of a pink fan, but the color is really pretty. So what I'm doing is making sure I'm having like a clean foundation. And with my bead right here between the natural nail and the nail tip, you kind of want to start building your apex. But as you can see, I kind of sort of like wiped too much of it down. So I'm actually going to come back to this nail after I finish doing the first layer on each and every other nail. Moving on to this yellow nail. This nail was really pissing me off. Like the entire finger was just like making me mad. But I ended up just taking a deep breath, working through it, because like I said, like it's so difficult working with these new age powders. Like I'm just an instant like, put the bead on the nail, let's go. Let's get to work, let's move it now. Like, so I'm still slowly adjusting to these new age powders because not really, even like the older brands are kind of sort of like, for some odd reason, are transitioning to this new age method, and I ain't feeling it. But moving on, like you can see, I'm just wiping too much of the acrylic off, and it's not intentionally for me to wipe it off. It's just the fact that I think I am working way too fast prior to it. But in the pinky nail, y'all saw that when I didn't put it on right then and there, it was super hard for me to work it. So it's like, it's just a back and forth relationship with this powder at this point. But I really think the set turned out super cute. I really did like it in the end. And this is the final colored acrylic nail I am using. I think this one was like a yellowish greenish looking one, but it was so pretty. I really did like this color here. I was thinking about doing a full set of shorties with this color as well. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys have any recommendations for acrylic powder, please leave them below. I would love to do some unboxing and my thoughts on them. So now we're moving on to the nude, and you want to make sure that you're lightly feathering that all the way down towards the end of the nail to give it that flawless ombre look. Get it twisted. And remember, when you are placing the cuticle bead, do not have a dry bead, not a super dry bead. I done told y'all multiple times in multiple videos. You need to have a semi-wet / medium dry bead. You want to make sure that cuticle bead is going up into the cuticle area all flushed and smooth. So when you're filing the nail, you ain't got to worry about filing that all the way down, okay? Then you want to encapsulate it with clear acrylic to make sure that you're sealing in the design. So once you get ready to file it down, you're not taking away the design up under the clear acrylic. This is called encapsulating. Remember, guys, you want to make sure that you're using as many beads as you need to make sure that you're getting that proper structure. But remember to keep an eye on the beads when you're using them, because you do want to make sure that you do not have an entire bulky nail, because if you have a bulky nail, then that's exactly what you're going to have to file down. Like, that's just the reality of it. So you want to make sure that the nail is as thin as a credit card. Like, you see how a credit card is thin, but it's kind of sturdy? That's what you want to make sure it looks like. And you want to also make sure that you build your apex. The apex is super important, especially when it comes to long nails, because if they hit their finger, you want to make sure that it doesn't damage their natural nail up under the acrylic. You okay with it? You will want it to damage the acrylic nail. You don't want them to get their natural nail damaged, because that can cause a lot of harm to the nail plate. And basically you can say that it will put your nail in trauma. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you have that apex. Moving on to my favorite part, the motherfucking nail art. Let's get into it. So clearly all I am doing basically is I'm just outlining the rim of her nail in a form of like a swirl to give it that extra effect, because I am going to put little lines in it. So it's like the crocodile look, with instead of it having like the entire nail being crocodile, it's just the outline of the crocodile. And then I put little gummy bears on the inside. So there's not really too much of an explaining to do with this here. So I'm just gonna let this part roll out. And I just want to let you guys know, I do appreciate you guys for commenting, liking, watching a video all the way to the end. It really does mean a lot to me that people really will sit here and watch my stuff, watch my channel, get into my YouTube. I really love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and motherfucking subscribe to the channel because the bitch gotta eat. So anyway, thank you guys. Have a wonderful, prosperous day. Bye.